It will soon be easier and faster for some polytechnic students to get into university. This is part of a bigger move to support those in alternate pathways as the Education Ministry reduces the emphasis on those grades. Deborah Wong with more.
From this academic year, A-level graduates who wish to pursue a polytechnic diploma in nearly 60 courses will be able to get exemptions of up to 2 semesters. And that means they'll be able to get their diplomas a year and a half earlier than before. Here's how it works. They'll enroll in October of the same year that they receive their A-level results. They also start the course in year 2 of a 3-year program. Previously, students would have to wait more than a year after receiving their A-level results to enroll in year 1. About 200 A-level graduates enroll in polytechnics each year. This change builds on exemptions that were offered to around 110 courses last year. So now we're looking at exemptions offered to about 2/3 of all polytechnic courses. This means that for students who wish to pursue higher education, it will be easier and faster to do so, as universities here are also broadening the admissions criteria. From the coming intake, the National University of Singapore, Nanyang Technological University and Singapore Management University will admit more students based on their aptitude, skills and interests, rather than academic qualifications. NTU, for example, has already committed to this aptitude-based approach for 50% of each of its intakes. NUS and SMU are expected to move in the same direction. It's a scheme that SUTD, SIT and SUSS have been using to assess all students.
You have people who are more hands-on, you have people who are more interested in certain things and so on. If you're able to tease that out and then you evaluate whether they are really suitable for a particular program that they've applied for.
Adult learners will also get a leg up in the next academic year. The admission criteria for diplomas at the polytechnics and ITE will be opened up to help them upgrade their skills. The moves, according to the Education Minister, are part of plans for different interconnected pathways to develop the skills needed in a technological future.
Having different pathways is not enough. They are like different expressways, taking you to different destinations. We also need smaller roads that connect these expressways and these pathways together, so that if you decide to switch from one pathway to another, it is possible to do so, even if it means spending more time on your journey.
While Mr. Ong acknowledged that the current situation isn't at an ideal state, the initiatives are a meaningful step.
After graduating with an A-level certificate, 22-year-old Chen Jingjie applied for courses at local universities, but was rejected not once but twice because his grades weren't good enough. Last year, the Education Ministry introduced a scheme which allowed A-level graduates to start their polytechnic diploma a semester later through exemptions. Jingjie decided to pursue a diploma in business studies at Nanyang Polytechnic.
I need to do hands-on stuff, and Poly actually teaches a lot of that. For example, I have modules on Excel, I have modules on Photoshop, and these are the things where I can immediately see where I could use them in real life and in future also. Yeah. So, and through these modules in Poly, I am slowly also figuring out what I like or what I don't like.
Jingjie is still weighing his future options, but hopes to eventually get into a local university. 23-year-old Abigail Fernandez is clearer about where her future lies. She's studying public policy and global affairs at Nanyang Technological University, having earned a diploma 2 years ago. Abigail's chosen course stems from her interest in social issues. She runs a social enterprise that raises awareness about the needs of vulnerable groups. Her NTU stint may not have happened if not for aptitude-based admissions, as her polytechnic GPA wasn't good enough.
Actually, I feel that more poly students like myself will actually get a chance to showcase that they have other abilities besides just looking at their grade, and they can actually rely on this test, not just solely rely on it, but to help amplify and maybe help their application. But it's not saying that grades is not important. It is, but it's just that I think building on experiences is what really shapes you as a person and makes you grow into grow as a person.
Abigail hopes to work in public sector and help formulate social policies when she graduates.